historically. Way back in the day, before Redux was on Duelist, Verno had to try to set up other initiative people.
Yeah.
The issue with that, though, is that it was more, I don't want to say overheaty, but it was a lot more singular, I guess is the best way of putting it. But this Verno Redux dynamic, especially on the attack, has worked so well in tandem with each other that they've just been bolstering each other's stats in the process. But in the meantime, though, Oxygen, they're playing close to the quarters, up towards B site. Mummy's gonna be locked out by dark cover, but this aftershock is so strong.
Ooh. Baby Bay is able to at least sweep away the one, but this is such a weird setup here. Again, with Baby Bay going all the way towards the bottom of mid. 3 players here for Oxygen are essentially locked into this battle, waiting for the contact from Baby Bay. And Baby Bay utilizes his position to actually pull out Superman at the same time. It almost works out for Superman to get a big kill, but actually Rustin gets 2 instead. 2v2. Mame needs to go big, and indeed he starts it off right. Big kill from Mame, but Verno, 2 players incredibly low in front of him. The first one goes by in a flash, and the second one the exact same way. Nice. An eBay clutch for Verno to kick off Map-2.
Be the final matchup here in this series. Oxygen, they switched things up. They had a lot of early pressure A round. They brought it back over to B. C side's yet to be contested, though, in this series, even if we're only a round in. Baby Bay, a great chance to find the opening pick. Doesn't quite find the connection to the heads of anybody of Oxygen.
I wouldn't really rely on it either. That's a very risky look if you're a Baby Bay potentially. But yes, it does take away at least the HP of one. It could have led on to a little more, but Oxygen, surely they have some huge secondary option here. Usually on this sort of map, on this map, we've seen the best of Mitch in terms of his support, in terms of his overall tracking of the game. You really do see Mitch involved in realistically any move that Oxygen makes on this map, whether attack or defense.
Oh, look at this attempted fake coming out from Oxygen. Owl Drone comes down, forces out the Nebula inside of A halls. No one knows if anyone's crossing into A, but no one on FaZe is falling for it either. All for naught. Everyone hanging around and rotating over towards C side. Redux with the opening pick.
It almost worked out for a second there for FaZe. Mame had the stun ready. He had pulled it out earlier. Could have potentially seen some fireworks. Could have potentially seen at least the player over towards Garage not get flanked on. There goes the round, potentially. Tig, actually out of nowhere, finds 2 kills with a classic of all things. This isn't done. 100 HP still left on Tig. Mitch and Verno isolated right now. Mitch goes down there, and Tig, a golden opportunity.
But it's going to help FaZe too. A little bit more money in their pocket. They have a full buy across the board, -4 different shields. They're forced to light shields. And the response to that is a near death ball right outside of sewers, but they soon break up. B-side is looking more and more appetizing here, Gus. And even though this is mostly a full buy from Oxygen, they're playing this so closely connected.
Oh, that is a scrumptious little shock dart there to take away the alarm ball. Everyone able to cleanly make their way through, except for almost Scuba there for a second. Goes all the way down to 5 HP. We already seen this sort of look from Redux. It went down to 5 HP in the round before, but now Redux full HP'd in a prime position here to really make things shifty here for FaZe. Again, this is full buy from FaZe. The bonus from Oxygen. Oxygen didn't really shut down the momentum for FaZe. Just with this one play, here comes Redux. Redux is going to take down the diffuser. Boys does get the trade back, but Scuba with only 5 HP, able to get 1 for his favor. But Mitch, not able to get the trade.
No way!
Do not hunt. Denies all 3!
And now that Verno's no longer on that stage, I feel like he's activated so much more. Having so much more impact than we've seen in the previous map. He's on his comfort role now.
I mean, yeah, he's always been an incredibly versatile Sova. And of course, in that type of moment, he pulls up the recon bolt, full coverage right in front of him. He's going to have a whole lot of fun from there. Good stuff early on here from Oxygen. That was actually one of our big questions going into the day, because we did see an incredible look from Verno in our regular season. He was actually a top 3 player in the entire league in split number 2 in our upper bracket. So it is good to see Verno back on his comfort and doing exactly what we expected of him to do.
Oh, Oxygen. Whether they know it or not, it's a near 5 stack to the site. Baby Bay maybe soon to flank. The only advantage Oxygen has here is the weaponry. Even then, Redux still with just a stinger finds the opening pick. Mame falls. An attempted entry stalled out by all this utility that FaZe has to offer. It just buys more time for Baby Bay.
It buys more time for these players to shift into the back of sight. Tig able to get himself into a good position. It's only Tig that's able to get in any sort of action in this round. Like you said, Baby Bay, he had his chance, but didn't exactly find an opening. Rustin had to start it up in the flank.
Baby Bay round. But for Oxygen, we're seeing that setup on Pop executes for B. Surely that must be throwing FaZe at least somewhat off guard. Early recon is going to help out quite a bit towards the back lanes. Near where Oxygen are trying to begin their round. It spotted, I believe, one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was Rustin that was detected. It doesn't give away a lot of info for FaZe.
No, I mean, they shot it out anyways, right?
It did spot one.
They have established that presence. It's only the one here for now, but FaZe, more importantly, knowing that nobody had actually shot it in from main, have actually brought up 2 players and can essentially leave Baby Bay.
Oh, Baby Bay.
But do they expect potentially the second prong to be here? They won't even run into him, though. Mame.
No.
He's going to come out of this empty-handed.
And Mame can't really scale up either.
More dangerous setup here, Keg.
You're right. The jaws of the gigantic defensive crocodile of FaZe, and there it is. That's number 1. Make that 2. Dynamic duo reigns once again.
Uh-oh. Rustin almost gets an opportunity to actually take the round back a bit. Almost gets both of them. Baby Bay at 10 HP. Pretty much just hunkering down and hoping that Oxygen don't head straight into him over on B. But this is the insurance policy here essentially for FaZe. Tig, he actually utilizes his Hunter's Fury and doesn't really get much out of it. He gets a kill out of it, and yeah, the round's basically over. But now he doesn't have the Hunter's Fury to trap the plant. And now this is perfect from Verno. Verno.
Oh! I don't think it's over yet, Gus.
Again.
Everyone at Oxygen.
No, the Rolling Thunder isn't going to hit. Going in.
Oh, no!
The Rolling Thunder shuts it all down. Mame.
Like, even after that pivot with, what, 15 seconds left in the B site? Taking down Baby Bay was such a huge opener so late into a round, but it wasn't enough. And look at the response here. Another Blade Storm now from Redux. Baby Bay.
I thought Mame, by the way, in that last round would just be too far away for that Rolling Thunder. I mean, that time that we thought in mid was getting held for those players to help out was instead for the Rolling Thunder. Here comes yet another Rolling Thunder. I was expecting to get pulled out from the beginning, but they really pulled it out late. They pulled it out late and actually traps 2 players here in short for FaZe. Tig is actually here alongside Mame. Mame!
Player standing.
Redux!
Does get one back, but Redux slaps them both back immediately. Poised has now been left in a 1v2. Oxygen bursts open the 2 kills to easily open up A.
Poised has options here. Spike is going to go down towards the back lanes. The scaling up of the drone is going to tell that Poise will be nowhere nearby. Even if Poise is able to take the 1v1, Verno, 50 HP.
Still come in for the mid side. That's what they're re-clearing right now. Oxygen, yeah, they could potentially not be coming in from the plant side, but he still come in through mid. Oxygen, with this plant right now in the back of sight, they could just hold this.
I just hope that Verno doesn't panic ult. It'd be a huge waste for the Hunter's Fury here for a 2v1.
Does he have the shock dart?
Oh no!
It's just Hunter's Fury. But okay, whatever the insurance policy is, whatever works. Does he have shock dart lineups for this? The Nanoswarm's gonna cover up. He's gonna be able to get it to half. No! He doesn't trust. He lets the recon bolt hit, but he still didn't have enough time to really fight and be able to get the defuse anyways. Smart from Poise to back away. And both players from Oxygen actually go down.
What happened in the old Oxygen?
Not as much. I mean, they still had talented players to be able to support that type of play, but that cohesion does not happen just yet. And also Verno, of course, he was in a lot of plays, in a lot of ways, his rating was sort of brought up by the fact that Oxygen did actually rely on the guy as sort of a main fragger for a lot of those games. I mean, it's what triggered the change to Redux in the first place. But now, FaZe Clan going into, again, a bit of a streak where we thought they would have a bit of momentum. They're facing an Oxygen team that keeps showing this little disciplined, little, very patient look And it plays with the hearts of FaZe. Again, they're not getting any information right now. No information in mid. No information.
Speaking of which,
towards C long, but this is finally it. 50 seconds left of the round, and they finally do win the information battle. Tig is able to scramble a little bit, but he's gonna go down. There's one player in the middle of the smoke, and Redux takes him down easily. Mame needs to run away. And like I was saying, the information battle was starting to get so scary for FaZe that once they finally won it, it was too late.
Poised has to play for exits here. All that's left besides Poised is a frenzy-wielding Mame and Superman with just a Marshal. They have to look for exits here. Another round seemingly gone wayside by FaZe. Oxygen. Assuming that some sort of miracle doesn't happen here now, this is gonna be 6-1. And Scuba. Oh no, Scuba is gonna take the fight here, and yeah, there's not really much Mame could do. You never know. We've seen some really wild, wacky kind of flicks coming around for both of these teams, where the Frenzy could have magically found something there. But Poised is that anchor.
I was gonna say not baby. Mame himself did do it earlier, but yeah, still, a
little bit more brazen. And speaking of which, now they have a lockdown perfectly set in play. And this is a 5-stack towards A. You put that lockdown down, everyone on FaZe has to back out of A site.
And there's really no answer here for FaZe other than, of course, retake.
Another lockdown.
There's a lockdown for a lockdown, so.
Another Venn diagram. It's like back in math class again.
Of course. Fighting fire with fire.
You should run.
The Venn diagrams are about to go down once again. They're about to converge. There they are. Almost basically in the same exact spot. Now Venn diagram. Here comes Superman. Only able to take down one, but oh my goodness, Redux. Did not expect FaZe to go all or nothing in their plan there. I mean, they got essentially what they wanted. They went 1 for 1.
And now it's a 3v3.
They can't exit either. There's a detain.
Yeah. This is going to be a rough spot right now for both of these teams. 47 seconds left. Oxygen can choose the reset and escape if they chose. Scuba can't use from the shadows. Not even close to the ultimate. They're forced to push into A site.
Redux with a peek into the back of spawn, but nobody goes for it. Baby Bay has the opportunity here.
30 seconds
Blow
left.
open this retake with just a single peek. Nobody's peeking it right now. Nano Swarm in his face. Poised getting a big kill. Baby Bay needs to go big. He's in a golden position. There goes the first pick. Scuba now needs to fight. And Tig shuts it down. Baby Bay, a massive swing into the back of sight to give FaZe at least a bit of opening of space. Of course, you still had Poised doing the exact same, but everyone on FaZe in that retake got one of theirs.
It was risky too. A dry peek, essentially, trying to be that surprise factor with an operator in play. Defending, retaking on A site with just an operator is so risky, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
And luckily though, that operator did get picked up again. Brought back over to Baby Bay. The buys still are looking great, even though Baby Bay was good for at least one in the post plant there. Did get that op reinvestment. Okay, they do have light shields here. They were buying for a minute, and I was a little worried, like, oh no. Could this be just like a glass cannon operator? But still, nothing but light shields on the board for FaZe. They're not out of the woods just yet. The biggest ace in the hole the team has right now is that Cosmic Divide and just raw manpower on A site.
Exactly that. 3 players here looking to hold it all down. Tig in the front side, only able to take down one. The Cosmic Divide in Rustin's face, not able to get the trade. And not only that, but Mame is there to hold down long. The Cosmic Divide from FaZe is the thing that does it here, Kag.
Yeah, in each of these rounds that FaZe have had a lot of dominance in have been based off of ultimates. Last round it was the lockdown. This time, the Cosmic Divide. It's a reset now from Oxygen. They still have a big buffer room, though. They have a 4-round lead. They can re-aggress anywhere they want, but if they chose anywhere but A site, they had to deal with Poise Util. The alarm button to the Nano Swarm. Gonna give so much information away. Big advantage, too, for FaZe is they haven't lost anybody this round. A 5v3.
Nano Swarm does get ticked.
30 seconds
They're
left.
not fully committed to be just yet. Don't have a lot more coverage options. Scuba only has one more smoke to go. But he has a good angle now. Over towards Garage, but no! These players just go straight in there instead. They're trying to go to C. They're running right into Baby Bay. Baby Bay He's done it before, and of course he's pretty much gonna do it again. It's an open field for him, but Verno actually takes him down instead. Oh, holding down the rotation. This is that worked. Mame now has a golden opportunity. The TP is actually disconnected. A 1v1 now, Baby Bay.
Oh no! You don't want to guess that he picked up the operator. Right down C long.
Oh, yes,
Scuba disappeared.
Scuba doesn't have a paranoia or anything. Mame, he's just holding for the raw peak. He's holding. Oh! No! Will from Mame!
These teams really good reactions. And honestly, really good game sense, being aware about the weapons that have fallen and general placements of each member. And Oxygen, they've looked dominant yet again, but still, FaZe are catching up. They're getting a lot more comfortable and acclimated in the server. But the problem is, Gus, despite them feeling so good about their defense now, there's only 2 rounds left.
There's still
Well, I guess 2.5 now, but
to be able to take things back. C-side's gonna be empty. Look at the retake option here for FaZe. However, Rolling Thunder alongside the Hunter's Fury to potentially delay the plant 2. These 2 players outside of Garage, though, it could actually be shocking these players here for FaZe. We're gonna hear the plant go down, and then we're gonna wait a while for these players from mid to actually pop out. Oxygen with so many options.
Stealing sight.
Yeah. I'm looking at that Rolling Thunder from Mame.
Enemy down.
Expelled. To what effect? It's Tig, the takedown Redux.
Ooh, they know the paranoia is there too. This is just a disaster, but okay. Scuba does still win out his 1v1. Are they gonna expect Rustin here too? This is just still super tough here for FaZe. Not able to get a clean gap on anyone here actually playing these post plants. Scuba able to get a kill back, but Rustin, he's here as the second option. And indeed, he capitalizes on the open kill that he has.
It's at half.
Superman holding in through the smoke, but there is the nano swarm from Rustin, and he still has a second chance here. Baby Bay going in with a shot, but he misses out. Superman almost sticks.
Have been fairly competitive, and Oxygen have been left scrambling in the mid side. It's just FaZe at the end,
Revealing area.
seemingly falling apart when it matters most. I like this response from Baby Bay. That's the spike on. So much information gained, but at what cost? It was Tig. Oh, a soul for a soul. But you know what?
Though.
Yeah, it's all good. All that's left for Oxygen now is Redux and Verno. Funny enough, the same exact HP. But when you're met with Sheriffs, I'm wondering, is Poise going to try to go all the way over to where that Hunter's Fury vaporized half of Oxygen and try to pick up weapons?
Oh, this is so good. Double approach here from FaZe. No matter who's on the flank, there's a trade option. And Tig still wins out his battle anyways. Now it's Verno. A 1v3.
Full you too.
No idea if the man could be long or not. He's actually potentially going to run into this one-on-one against Mame. Mame gets him instead.
Then make their move. I'm wondering, with it being that final round, Baby Bay does have that operator. No, he's all the way over in C. I was wondering if we maybe see like another scale up, a little bit less intense this time, but the answer is no. Instead, Tig is all by himself on A site. Doesn't have to worry about much yet. Oxygen's goal right now is to eliminate all his forwards facing Sentinel U2, including that alarm bot in Garage.
Yeah, this is gonna have to commit bodies to the angles instead.
Bomb grenade out.
Or at least gonna recommit FaZe.
Cover going out.
Kind of reestablishing these spots, but Oxygen.
Take flight.
Again, this is yet another round. Again, FaZe just haven't seen any different look from Oxygen. Almost every single round, Oxygen have been pulling this sort of poke and prod mentality. FaZe Clan, they've always been pushing up like this. They're gonna get punished for the first time in a while. But the trade comes back immediately.
And in the process of all those gunfights and all that owl drone U2 on A site, it was selling a big fake for Oxygen to make their way over to C site. Even better that the one buddy that had fallen inside a garage before their trade was poised. No more KJU to worry about. No nano swarms to the post plant.
You should run. Lock in sight.
The lockdown, though, is actually going to delay some crucial time here for FaZe. Oh my god, that Nova Pulse is actually huge. Are they going to be able to lock these players into sight and get these kills? That Aftershock might actually get a kill instead, Mommy.
Detained!
Oh no. Oh no. The disrespect. Verno!
Move on forwards in playoffs with FaZe. Again, this pistol round is so important for them. They don't have any wiggle room anymore. They need the next few rounds to go their way.
Oh, they're running out of physical space too. Look at how Oxygen are crunching down on FaZe right now. But FaZe do burst out with a body. Boys picking away. These two players for Oxygen may just get trapped in short. But Mitch finding his way out. Does get 2 kills back in his favor. And now Verno does get another. Rustin's on the flank. Rustin's got 1. The other player here for FaZe, Baby Bay, is all the way in long. Oxygen, they've made this one very chaotic. They continue to sandwich. Verno behind poised. Baby Bay, the last one remaining in a 1v2. But both of these players from Oxygen, they've not only taken away the breathing room from FaZe, but now they've given them breathing room. Baby Bay can go wherever he wants.
Yeah, Baby Bay can go wherever he wants, but there's still a big worry about the turret and the alarm bot, plus the nanoswarm inside of B. We've seen it when Oxygen was in the same exact position against Poised. It may look like that C is tantalizing, but that turret, it's going to give away a lot of information to the 2 remaining members of Oxygen.
30 seconds
30
left.
seconds left on the clock, and that turret, yep, facing directly towards Baby Bay is going to be good to alert the info. And now it's up to Oxygen to go for this crunch. Baby Bay's got a ghost. No shields on Verno. Very little on Rustin. There isn't too many contingency plans for Oxygen without taking these fights.
This is possible, though. This is looking like a trademark Baby Bay play. Here we go. 1v2, both players hucked up with each other. Baby Bay isolates 1, 5 bullets remaining. Looking for the headshot. Oh! Baby Bay!
Baby FaZe. A 3-round differential. That's a gap that could easily be closed. And this is a full save from Oxygen too. Barely any utility even bought. The likes of Redux, no buys whatsoever. We could very well look at 68 now from FaZe. The big question is what's going to happen that next rifle round? Unless something astronomically wild happens here from Oxygen's end, I am imagining this will be a 2-round deficit.
Yeah, surely.
Worthless.
They do make the short interaction as easy as it seemed from the very beginning. All 4 players from Oxygen currently rotating in from that mid side, but FaZe, this is just another part of the process for them to make it back to that 8-8 scoreline, or at least close to that tied scoreline. Finally, some momentum. And the sails of FaZe, Mame.
Yeah, it just resonates, you know, it's like pollen, it gets all over you and it travels. It travels so much. But I gotta wonder here what these buys are looking like for both of these teams. FaZe, they have the lesser buy. There are 2 rifles on the board, but that doesn't mean they're out of the woods yet. It comes down to the tempo between these 2 teams. Oxygen recognize the likes of, say, Redux and Scuba, 50 credits in the bank. They cannot afford to scale up here and take these aggressive fights. Their ultimate's not built up whatsoever either. The best advantage that Oxygen can hope for is that maybe, just maybe, Mame could build up that Rolling Thunder here and use it sooner rather than later for the full push-up on A.
Yeah, again, Oxygen were just banking off of really the jaws of the beast that they have going on over in the B site. Looking for a big retake setup, but also essentially counting on the fact that Mitch would be able to get a couple more ult points. Thought it was potentially a little closer than that, but FaZe, full control now of this A site. No flank options whatsoever, even if there were. There's Superman all the way back in spawn. Nanoswarm up close. Here comes Redux making his way through already. They don't know about Baby Bay. Baby Bay bursts through, gets 1, surely gets a second, has a couple more opportunities. Baby Bay does it again.
Oh my God, Oxygen. And a lot of those important ultimates that we've been harkening on are not really available for FaZe. The closest is going to be that Rolling Thunder. And that can be a great entry tool, but you have to be very cautious still with FaZe when using it. The way Oxygen have been playing, apt to maybe avoid that initiative ultimate. But instead, though, I'm somewhat proven wrong. Oxygen are taking this round with their full bite and scaling up A side more than we've seen before. Redux with the help of Verno. Full control over A lobby.
Rustin. Oh my goodness. Rustin does actually break in and find the 1, but it's almost a split second there where you thought Rustin could actually take down Baby Bay instead. But Oxygen, I'd already seen this before with Mitch helping out Redux all the way over towards short instead. Redux just establishing himself over towards A main, doesn't need any other help whatsoever. But the Owl Drone picks him away. It makes him scared, but doesn't pull any rotations. You would expect a rotation to come in at that point, but no. 3 players are still here for Oxygen here on C. How can they hold it down? Does Mitch actually utilize his Rolling Thunder here? What about Mame? There goes the Rolling Thunder. It is countered back by Mame. TP does go away, but Baby Bay almost here to farm, but it's only the one.
Spike is nowhere close to a site. 20 seconds left. Both these teams have made C site uninhabitable. Now the gross rotate has to come out.
B is
a shaky round. They're not gonna go A. No, they have to go B.
Oh, that angle was almost so
Look at this
close
util.
there for Baby Bay. The Aftershock not gonna connect. Clean 3v3.
That's not ready.
Dark cover's locking everyone in FaZe inside. Force to the back of the site.
Mame with a peek. Mitch is gone. 2 more to go here. Scuba only has a single smoke to go. Verno has a little bit of util to use, but he's not worried about that. Going for the raw peek on Mame. Finally going for the recon bolt clear. Baby Bay's been cleared. Perfect util. Tig, he's run on top of the smoke. They don't know about Tig. Tig dancing away, jumps into the pit. And Scuba has more than enough time to defuse. Oxygen finally find a consolation here in the second half.
But there's plenty of more to be built on upon. But again, ending this round in a 1v1, even if it's not the ultimates, just straight down to keeping people alive has been an important factor in this game. And the response here, again, meeting aggression, the double cloudburst, Redux spamming through with that Phantom, trying to find something. The Hunter's Fury return, triangulating everybody to death.
Take flight.
Even got another hit onto Mame. That is perfect coming here from Oxygen. They've been setting up plays like that for a while, but they finally got one to work. And now Mitch.
Spike down mid.
A gift over in garage. Spike is now down in front of him. Poised, Mame, Baby Bay. Last 3 remaining here for FaZe. They're going to have enough cash to buy into the next round and potentially the one after that. Well, that is really where things start to get scary. If Oxygen really do get their streak here, FaZe, surely they're done and out. They can't be falling into those early traps. Somehow need to get into better positioning early on. But at least for now, they get denied.
They die.
Team. And remember the stakes again. Oxygen, a map ahead. 3 more rounds needed to move on forwards in playoffs. And FaZe, they gotta switch up their strategy yet again. Early fault line is met with the Owl Drone. U2 for util.
4 players are here for Oxygen, though.
Oh no, it's a double crunch.
Oxygen. 2 players over in long, 2 players over in short. FaZe Clan not exactly giving up A just yet, but they already fall victim to 1. Again, 4 players are here on A in FaZe. If they don't give this up, they're just going to be walking right into the jaws of the beast. And they're still thinking about it. Superman, however, is making his name known over towards the C side of the map. Does force potentially a hold there as he takes away the turret. Could potentially take away the alarm bot over in B2.
Spike
What
down
an opener.
A.
Verno and Redux, that dynamic duo we talked about. Removing the spike away now from FaZe. Superman and Poised. 1 on the deep lurk.
I punish you.
You take down Rustin, but what's next? That's only 1 of 5 of Oxygen removed. Look at Scuba's position.
30 seconds left.
Just playing pure floating to see where Superman might go on that deep lurk. An unbelievably off angle. 20 seconds left. That spike's still dedicated. Triangulated by 3.
1 enemy remaining.
Okay, does work out for Mitch. The round's over.
10 seconds left.
Boy, Oxygen.
Superman.
Like I said before, the cash for FaZe isn't exactly out of the woods just yet. They're going to be able to buy 1 more round. But once that streak is over, how the hell do...
You certainly can't have that full rifle, full shield again for series point.
Yeah, simply put, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. FaZe, they're facing out a whole lot of adversity early on. Triple. Looking up the mid side right now. Redux is the one all the way up. Finds the contact. What is the answer for the rest of FaZe? Do they rush their way into a choke point off of this? No, they don't. They do try to kind of contact back over in mid, but no, they actually do make that sort of answer. They are shifting their way quickly back into A. They do have a lot of options, though. They do have the lockdown, which they use.
But Gus, they just lost their only controller. They've lost out on their smokes, and they lost out on their lurk. It's a singular push to A site.
The lockdown. Is all they need.
It's their last hope for this round. They have full site control. Every second that continues is a better round for FaZe. But Oxygen are built up.
It's going to be so tough here for Oxygen. What is the step-by-step here? They only have a single controller here. They only have a single smoke left now on Scuba. Owldrone around the corner. Tig is looking for something big. Owldrone not able to tip him off instead. Baby Bay, he doesn't have an updraft. He can't burst. He can't help. Redux is just swept away too. And Mummy is gone. Everyone from Oxygen without a chance in that retake.
Not your
Now Oxygen are only one round away.
They are falling behind. Rolling Thunder, Cosmic Divide, so close to the Hunter's Fury too. FaZe, they could do a whole lot worse here, but they have to make this round count.
3 Phantoms for Oxygen, and all of them have the potential to one-shot headshot. There's only a single player here on FaZe with full shields. Rustin. He's gonna put that ideology already into action here. I don't know how the hell he ended up getting a shock dart there from Verno.
Like, ow, stop it.
A teammate clearing out util in mid that just missed out.
No,
it was FaZe. That was their teammate. Yeah.
Yeah, it did like 4 damage. Hey, but look at this though. Most of Rustin's utility has been cleared away. There's a single nanoswarm inside of B. FaZe, they're resetting themselves with less than a minute left, and they have plenty of options. Verno could be the deciding factor for this series, as long as he plays patient and doesn't get discovered.
Nobody's
the Nebula.
Long.
I know the
going
Nebula.
long.
The Nebula allows FaZe to have safe travels all the way over to A site, completely undetected. Even if someone was hiding much deeper and long, the entire team is completely unknown. Cosmic Divide is out, and now there's warning symbols everywhere. Audio is heard. They don't know about Verno's position. Verno can get so many calls, Gus.
They are compensating for long. They are making sure that their back is being watched. FaZe now, they don't even care. There could be a flanker, but no, they won't know about this angle. They don't even clear. Baby Bit just walks away. Verno gets one. Verno, he might be able to do it all, but again, lockdown and a rolling thunder. He's still here for Oxygen. Verno! He is gone, and it's all Verno. 1v5. This position is golden here for Poised, but it's not planted for him. He is gone. The dream is over for FaZe, and Oxygen continue their dream run.